Pleased to be joined at intermission on KCRG 9.2 by Iowa Heartlanders defenseman TJ Schweighardt. TJ has joined the Heartlanders in the last few weeks out of NCAA. And TJ, tell us about how you became a Heartlander once you finished your NCAA career.
Yeah, I talked to Chuck right around December time actually, so it's been a while. And it seemed like a great place to play, get games in after the year. And unfortunately, my college career ended a little bit too short, but another opportunity opened up here, and I'm grateful for it.
How have you been balancing work, life, school, all of it through these last few weeks here?
Yeah, so I went to UMass Lowell, and we have a great staff there that helped me out with schooling, so I'm all online. So I don't really have to worry too much about that, and I can just focus day-to-day operations as a hockey player right now. So I'm grateful for UMass Lowell for that.
What's your degree going to be in?
Business, yeah. I graduated last year, and this year's my MBA. So it's just business administration, I think management concentration. So
for you, being able to have online school and be able to be an athlete at the same time with all the commitment that goes along with that, how much of an aid is that for you over these last however long you've been doing the online schooling to be able to be an athlete, make sure you're prepared for this opportunity now?
Yeah, this year was the first year I went online, and it kind of showed on the ice. I mean, I had my best performing year. And I can't thank UMass Lowell enough for that. And now moving on to Iowa too, like I'm still online, so don't really have to worry about, getting to class or doing anything in that realm. So again, online school, I'd probably say it's probably the best thing for hockey players, but you may not learn as much, but you can focus on hockey a little more.
We'll see on those University of Phoenix ads at some point on TV at some point here on KCRG. All kidding aside, though, for you at Lowell, some good years there, and you mentioned this year maybe your best on the ice, kind of an all-situations guy from what Chuck was telling us, and you picked that right up here. So how's it been for you, particularly this year, to be trusted penalty kill, power play, 5-on-5, all of it as a blue liner?
That's the one thing I wanted to kind of hone in on my game, is to be able to do everything. Maybe not one thing really good, but I can do everything like pretty good. And yeah, I stayed at Lowell all 4 years, and my goal is to just progress every year as a hockey player. And I thought I did that. I mean, they gave you great facilities, whether it's gym, shooting bays, things like that. So it's basically all on yourself to get better. Obviously, the staff helps you out. But yeah, I just wanted to better myself every year, and I knew, you never know what's going to happen after your college year, senior year. So I was like, you know what, let me make the most of it. I'm online, and let me really hone in on everything I possibly could, and it worked out for me.
Again, here with TJ Schweighardt at intermission on 9.2 here on KCRG. A couple more with you. You're a guy that's played in this area before, USHL for a handful of years, Omaha and Cedar Rapids and Youngstown, and obviously there's so many Iowa-based USHL teams you've been through probably without realizing it when you were traveling up and down. You're driving through Coralville without even realizing it. Yeah. So for you, being able to kind of return to an area, been to a bunch, how much did that play a factor, even just a little bit, in your decision-making to come here?
When I knew the Heartlanders were in Coralville, when I was in Cedar Rapids, we skated at the Coralville Mall a couple times. So I was already familiar with the area. I was flying into Cedar Rapids, and it was kind of a no-brainer because sometimes when you go to a team that you don't really know the area, it's definitely an adjustment. And for me, I kind of felt like I hit the ground running, which was really nice. And that's why I was like, it's a no-brainer for me to come back to Coralville and Cedar Rapids in general. Sort
of the question that I was wondering about, too. A lot of times you see guys that might be East Coast guys, they're going to sign in that North Division, Worcester and Adirondack and Reading. How many other teams contacted you besides Chuck and the Heartlanders throughout the process?
Chuck was honestly the first one, because I mentioned he talked in December. I think we were out in California, and he messaged my agent. But other than that, I just wanted to enjoy my senior year of college. I didn't really want to look too much ahead. Because I wanted to really enjoy the guys I did it with. I mean, it was me and 3 other guys that were there for 4 years at UMass Lowell. So to be able to just really focus on that, and then afterwards, there was a decent amount of teams that were interested, but at the end of the day, like, I want to go where I'm definitely most wanted, and Chuck was the first one to reach out. So I was like, Iowa, I know what it's about. I've been here. Chuck's a great coach and GM, so I was like, let's do it.
TJ, thanks for a few. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
That's TJ Schweighardt, Iowa Heartlanders defenseman. We're going to take a quick break here on KCRG 9.2. We'll be right back around the corner. Intermission fun around the way with Sam Kaiser and myself up in the booth.